Hey guys! Do you want to know how to make emoji soap or just soap with your favorite image of something you like? Then today I'm going to show you how. It's super easy and fun to make, and you will need just a few things. To create the soap you will need clear glycerin soap base, molds in the shape of your choice, rubbing alcohol with at least 90% alcohol in it. You will also need a measuring cup, and the most important thing you will need is water-soluble paper. Water-soluble paper is a special form of paper that can be written and printed on but can dissolve instantly in water. So when the paper vanishes in water, so does anything printed or written on it. First, size the images accordingly so they fit into your mold, and then print everything on the water-soluble paper. Then cut out the printed images. Allow the printed paper to dry to make sure that the ink is completely dry. Then if the ink is not completely dry, it can bleed into your soap. Make sure that the cut-out image fits into the mold and you're happy with it. Now we can go ahead and prepare the soap for the first layer. Cut the clear soap into small pieces to make it easier for it to melt. Melt it in the microwave until it's completely melted. After that, spray on a little bit of rubbing alcohol on top to remove any bubbles. Don't add any oils or fragrances into the clear soap, as it can discolor or cloud it. Take your mold and carefully pour in a very small amount of the clear soap into the mold. You just want to create a very thin layer. Then spray on some rubbing alcohol on top to remove as many bubbles as possible. And then let the first layer cool down for a bit until a thin film has formed over the soap. You can gently blow at the layer to see the thin film. Now spray on a little bit of rubbing alcohol on top. If you have that, add the picture into the mold face down. Start by placing the picture from one side to avoid any bubbles. You want the paper to immerse slightly into the clear base and rubbing alcohol so that the paper looks wet. Gently release any trapped bubble if needed. And then allow everything to fully harden. Now it's time to prepare the soap for the next layer. You will need a measuring cup again, white glycerin soap base, rubbing alcohol, soap colorants if you would like to add some colored soap to your design, and also soap fragrance. Cut the white soap into small pieces and melt it until it's completely melted. Now you can add your favorite fragrance or essential oil to the melted white soap. But don't add any color just yet. If you use a colored layer before adding any white soap, the color you're using will show through the paper and the end result might not look so cute. Let the white soap cool down for a few minutes until it doesn't feel super hot anymore. Then if the soap is too warm, it can act like water and start dissolving the paper. Then go ahead and spray on some rubbing alcohol on top of the images. After that, carefully pour in the white soap. Don't forget to spray on some rubbing alcohol and then just let the white layer cool down completely. If you have decided to add a colored layer, you can pour in the white soap into another container to mix in the color. Fragrance the soap as well and then add any color you like. If you want to achieve a more orange color, for example, simply mix yellow and red soap color to achieve the shade you are going for. When you are happy with the color and the white layer has set completely, go ahead and gently score the surface with a toothpick or skewer. Then spray on some rubbing alcohol on top of the white soap and pour in the next layer. Spray on rubbing alcohol on top again to remove any bubbles that might have appeared, and then let everything set for a few hours before removing the soap from the mold. And after a few hours, your soap can be removed from the mold. With this technique you can create any soap design you like. It's great for creating unique and personal soaps that can be used as a one-of-a-kind gift. I also printed out the watermelon and pizza icon that I sized and moved around to create a full circle to use it in my round mold. This way you can cut the soap to create even cuter pieces of soap. I think this is such a fun gift if you create several slices of watermelon or pizza and then place it into a small gift bag. And if you don't have fancy molds or if you just have one mold, you can still create different shapes by using a cookie cutter or an X-Acto knife. This way you can even out any edges you don't like and create a unique shape. Now the soap is ready to be used. When you use up the soap and reach the printed paper, the paper will just dissolve and it won't stain your hands or anything. And if you would like to gift your handmade soap to someone special, I would recommend wrapping it in some plastic wrap. This way it will keep the soap clean and also prevent it from making the bag it was placed in dirty. Now it's ready to be gifted. If you guys are going to try this technique, let me know how it went. I'm happy to share some more tips and ideas. Don't forget that you can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter and Facebook. You can always message me there and send me pictures of your recreations. I love seeing, liking and commenting down below. I hope you enjoyed this DIY and found it helpful. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up to support this channel and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my fun and easy DIYs in the future. Have a wonderful day everyone and see you next week.